He holds me tight, then lets me go. He loves me now, he loves me. He holds me tight, then lets me go. Okay, what are we talking about today in my car? So I don't get a ticket. Okay, growth, work. Oh, let me see. Grief work. Okay, people are in grief and misery. This is Thanksgiving month. Still have some full moon energy, which is that is was in Taurus, so Venus. It's tradition, it's knowledge, it's learning, it's compassion, um, rules, structure, order. Okay, so some people may be feeling a lot of grief. Also, because the veil is thin, we just had that Halloween. And so ancestors could be coming through. I know I was getting ancestor cards. Memories, yep. New career and moving. So, grief work. So people are having memories now, nostalgic memories of the past, passed on loved ones. There's passed on memories of happiness and joy from childhood, things that helped us grow, things that we grew from the dirt, playing in the dirt. There's just this beautiful thing going on here. Maybe somebody's changing career because they moved or they're moving. If you've been getting that, I've heard that a lot. So if you've been getting that, and this is reminding me of me in this jacket, so and then this is the same type of coloring in that butterfly. So we have, there's moving parts here. Things are moving. This is a tiger or a leopard looking new career, but it's about something you know. You might be changing, like moving, but you're still, whatever it is, because this is like giving me leopard doesn't change their spots. You know, you're born with this certain, even like a birthmark or fingerprints and such. So there's something here. I'm looking at this. They're taking the nectar, getting fed from that beautiful deep violet plant, which is that connection to spirit, to the other side. So we have the light lavender here with the grief work. And this is root. This is dirt, you know. It's not the dirt, but it's down there. It's not, and here's like the brown from like a dirt, which is earth. So maybe things like left, people left here on earth, or people who left earth are still around to help you grow things, you know, like the ancestors. If you ask for their help, they can help behind the veil, from behind the veil, and they can see what we don't see. We're still here. And so the love never dies. Okay, it lives on and it grows still. You don't ever stop loving. And I'm looking at this young lady getting by, and she has her leopard on in her shirt. So there's something about the leopard here. New career. People, somebody's getting a new career, or something to do with your new career in the field of maybe grief work and maybe memories. That's a Alzheimer's. You could be working with Alzheimer's patients, or maybe somebody should look into that. You can work independently. You can work from home as well as work in a facility or a program, or some type of group home, or a rehab, or an actual memory facility. Um, yeah, that's God's word, people. Beautiful. Wow. This Amber healthcare change. Okay, and it's dietary self care. So somebody needs to, and I'm gonna say here, realizations and epiphanies I am having. I need to make sure I go to the doctor and so forth. I don't like to go to the doctor. Yeah, because body changes. I feel that, although I feel very youthful in my mind, my memories, and maybe that is too, I'm going to just, tell all myself. I focus on sometimes too much of the grief or missing the people that are gone. Oh, look at this is emotions. And that's that beautiful ice. This is my favorite color, icy blue. Oh, it's beautiful, sort of like a veil. But that is so beautiful to me. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. So here is it's yeah, self care, emotions. So some emotions, uh, self mental health, mental care here, memories, mind, grief, emotions, mental. Dietary may have something to do. So your food intake may have something to do with your health change, why you're not, your memories, maybe if you're eating too much sugar, that does have something to do with the memory. And I believe the Alzheimer's, my dad passed of, he didn't die of Alzheimer's, but it was a result of the Alzheimer's. It's the whole thing. These people, where he was at, they took his gold teeth out of his mouth. So there was sepsis and oh, such sadness. So that's grief. When I think about that, it upsets me. As my dad is the kindest man, he would have given them his teeth. Oh, goodness. Anyway, so I know that eating a lot of sugar, because my dad, we love sugar, and he was a baker. He worked at Hostess Bakery. And so he taught me too. We used to bake together carrot cakes and cheesecakes, German chocolate cakes. But yeah, we spent a lot of time together, because he would not let me basically out of my sight. And that was kind of like how my Uncle Sonny was. And he's in a totally different, state. But when we went to visit, when we would go to visit there, he would not let us out of his sight. He would not even leave his property, honey. He'd be on there with a shotgun, child. Woo! He would not even lead us. If we went anywhere, he was going with us. And listen, I know, because one day, how did we get to go? He must have trusted us with one of the cousins or something. But boy, talking about they was like salivating over us, like we were like little crabs and lobsters. Well, red ball. I was like, what the hell is a red ball? I did not know. Oh God, I didn't know. Sure, it makes you want to just cover it all the way up. Oh my God. Anyway, but it's nice to be appreciated, but not to be drooled over and salivated over like your piece of meat. Oh. Anyway, that could be for somebody. So anyway, dietary changes. Yes, sugar. Also like that greasy foods. Like my dad would eat. He loved the King not cheese toast, but that garlic bread. And he loved this fried chicken from Louisiana Fried Chicken or and some other place. And that was like his stuff. Then he would make these sweet potato pies, and they were more like candy. Like the top would be like it was crunch at the top, like a sugar crunch, and then this soft yumminess in the middle. He had like mastered his cakes. He would spend so much money on making these cakes. He'd use butter, all his ingredients, and he would bake the potatoes in the oven and peel, and like he did not, boy, it was a whole it was love. It was a ritual. It was a ritual of love. He put every ounce of love. He used to use all these different spices, flavorings. It would cost a lot. He'd use almond and this and that and all this. A little, like he had his own thing, child, please. Then he'd make all these pies and he'd pass them out. He'd hand them out at church or to, some family. Okay, I'm making my pies. And, you come get your pie. And I remember going to the store with him. And this was kind of towards when he was getting forgetful because I wouldn't let him drive, child. He wanted to. I got him this car. It was a van. I took him to an auction, and I was like, okay, we're going to get you a car. And I had already had in mind, I was going to hire somebody to drive him around. And he would be able to maybe do his work because he was a handyman. He could like fix anything. He's jack of all trades, master of most. Okay. But Lord have mercy, this man would not let this man drive him. But anyway, so took him to an auction. And every car, and then that one, baby. GMC. It was the GMC because he was a car man and he knew how to fix cars. And that was a rite of passage back then. Men learned how to fix cars and plumbing and build houses and do all this stuff. And the women, they knew how to make clothes by hand and bake and cook and take the scraps and make scryola, So I'm having these memories right now. And it does help with the grief. It makes me feel happy about it. I'm so glad that listen, I don't like these people. I know that they've been hitting my car, y'all, but I cannot let this stuff bother me. I used to be the watch out the window and be like, don't touch my car. But not doing it. I'm just gonna let the Lord handle it. As long as they don't hit me. But anyway, so back to this with my ADD, DD double D. Listen. So I'm looking at this Amber. I love it. The healthcare change. So people's healthcares are changing. Maybe your parents, maybe you. I mean, everything must change. Okay, what was that song? Everything must change. I think that's by change. Nothing stays the same. I can't think of his name, but he passed last year or the year before. Things go by. I think it was last year. Everyone will change. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. The young become the old. And the mysteries do unfold. But never much too soon. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure of, except rain comes from the clouds and the sun lights up the sky, and a hummingbird do fly, and winter turns to spring. And the wounded heart may heal, but never much too soon. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. There are not many things in life you can be sure. Ooh. Except rain comes from the clouds and sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. This is my road dog. Here's my road dog. Okay. I can do it all real. Okay. Michael's upstairs. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Okay. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, babes. Why not?